Hello and welcome back to my huge 2015 Blu-ray complete collection overview series. And this is kind of number 2 in the series, number 1 being massive cinema collection. Number 2 will be my box sets. So there's mainly like series of films, collections of directors, and a few other bits and pieces. And I do have other big box sets, but they'll be included in more themed videos in this whole overview series. So let's just crack on right with it, starting off with a few director box sets. The first one being the Alfred Hitchcock collection, just the Alfred Hitchcock collection, series of Warner Brothers films, I believe, yes. And there's three Amarais inside a nice slip box, and 3 of his classic films. Let's take a look at them. And I do have the Alfred Hitchcock masterpiece collection. Don't know whether I should throw this in this video too. I think I will. Anyway, there's the outer box. Inside we have the 50th anniversary edition of North by Northwest. Haven't seen this film yet. Tons of special features, you know, restored for the 50th anniversary. I've heard it's a very good transfer. You know, commentary, new 2009 documentary, feature-length profile on Cary Grant, vintage 2000 documentary, Destination Hitchcock, the making of North by Northwest. All sorts of good stuff on that one there. Then we have a 3D Blu-ray, Dial M for Murder 3D. Haven't seen this one either. So this has the 2D and the 3D version of the film, and there's a documentary special feature as well. And then finally, to round it off, we have Strangers on a Train, which I have seen. Watched it last December, really loved it. There's the final release version, which has a commentary, a preview version, and the making of documentary. But I'm a big fan of this film. Love the storyline. You know, this guy meets another guy on a train and says, "Hey, I know you got someone in your life who you want to get rid of. You can get rid of someone in my life, so we'll kind of kill the person, you know, in our lives who we won't be able to get away with murdering ourselves, basically." And yeah, it's a really cool little thriller. Really love that. So nice little Hitchcock box set. Got it very cheaply, and 3 of his you know, acclaimed films. So there you go. That's the first one done. And then we have a really nice box set, the Stanley Kubrick Visionary Filmmaker Collection, which has a big thick Amarais on the inside, like this, and it has a book to go along with it as well. I love that little K there and everything on the front and back. And on the inside you have pictures from the films. This one's cool, from 2001. You get a little kind of schematic or one of like kind of annotated notes on the picture of one of the sets from the film. Some great stuff from Clockwork Orange there. There is text in there somewhere. Yeah, you get a little kind of piece of text that's Full Metal Jacket and all sorts of stuff. See if there's anything else in here really apart from just text on the films. No, that's it really, just kind of summaries, things like that. 2001: A Space Odyssey, nice little hardback book. I think this collection is still available, but in a different set now, a different version. I don't know whether it doesn't include the book or what, I'm not too sure. But the collection has Lolita, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and Stanley Kubrick, A Life in Pictures, and then Oh Lucky Malcolm, a feature-length career profile on Malcolm McDowell. So 2 kind of extra documentary films at the end there, but otherwise it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Stanley Kubrick's films. This came out in the US and it had another one, I think it had Spartacus in it, or maybe Dr. Strangelove. But yeah, the films themselves, you know, Lolita I really love. It's a very interesting film. Peter Sellers is in that and is really good as a few different characters. I think he's a few different characters anyway. 2001: Space Odyssey, absolute classic. I've done a review of that film before. Clockwork Orange is amazing. It's just fucked up but amazing. Barry Lyndon I've not yet seen. The Shining, what can you say about The Shining? One of the best films ever made, probably. Full Metal Jacket, loved. It's really like 2 films in one. But the first half is awesome, and the second half is awesome for completely different reasons. Eyes Wide Shut I've not yet seen. So open it up, you got all the discs inside there. Really nice set. And yeah, I should check out Barry Lyndon and Eyes Wide Shut pretty soon, I think. And the final director's box that we have is a pretty similar kind of thing, and it's also a Warner Brothers release, the Tim Burton collection. This has been re-released in a slimmer version, but this has Batman, Batman Returns, Beetlejuice, Mars Attacks, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Sweeney Todd and the Demon Baker of Fleet Street, and Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. So we have a digipack inside and a book as well, I believe. Yeah, there's a book. It's the same as the Kubrick one. It's kind of a little hardback thing. Let's check it out. There we go, the Tim Burton collection. And it's the same kind of thing. It has oh no, there's more writing in this one. I'd say it's got trivia on the films, summaries of them. You got oh, look at this, brilliant, Batman. You just gotta love it. You gotta absolutely love it. There's a great shot there of Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Tim Burton there working on a scene of Batman. Oh, and this as well, you know, gorgeous. I got this in Oxford Street, the HMV Oxford Street. I love how they show kind of the movie poster. That's really nice. Yeah, this is really laid out well. Some great stuff in it. So there you go. There's the little book. And we'll take a quick look at the. Which way this goes? We'll take a quick look at the digipack as well. I am a big Tim Burton fan. I know he can be quite divisive, but generally I love most of his films. So we have a nice fold out. Got all the credits of the films there. Open it up, and you got all the discs there. Now I know the US set had uniform disc artwork, but these are just the regular standard Blu-ray release disc artworks on the discs. So there you go. The films themselves, you know, Batman Returns, absolutely love. Beetlejuice, amazing, one of my favourite films. Mars Attacks is a really fun one. I enjoy that a lot. Pee-wee's Big Adventure I haven't seen yet. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I love the kid who plays Charlie. I love the first half of the film, but when you get to Johnny Depp, yeah, not so much. And then Sweeney Todd and the Corpse Bride I haven't really seen in full, but I've seen bits of each of them. Now we get on to kind of the big heavy hitting franchise stuff. See how much time I got left. We have the Alien anthology. This to me is probably the best Blu-ray / DVD box set ever released in terms of just how much you get with just the discs. And this is the original UK Blu-ray release with the digipack inside. You got the nice egg there on the back. Of course, it used to be the quadrilogy, it's now called the anthology. So you take it out, and I mean, it's re-released now. I think it's just like a thick Amaray case or something like that. So there we have really nice artwork there that kind of opens up like that. And then you have a xenomorph there, and this is another one of these like huge, like open up. And I don't have any of the discs in here actually because they're all back in Norway, but behind kind of the behind where the discs for the films go, you have like the kind of the artwork for Alien Resurrection, Alien 3, Aliens, and Alien there, and it opens up more with some bonus discs. So yeah, it's a fantastically laid out set. Close this properly, but the extras on this are just incredible because you have everything ported over from the Alien Quadrilogy DVD box set, which was huge at the time. I remember getting that box set and just being like, this is the best thing ever. I loved all the documentaries, and you get them all again on Blu-ray, but you also get bonus stuff. You get like hours more of the kind of documentaries, kind of outtakes and things like that weren't in the DVD set. So you get so much more as well, and you get all like the text bonus features, everything. It's incredible. Audio commentaries, 2 versions of every film. Alien, one of the best films ever in my opinion. Aliens, another one of the best films ever. Aliens is in my top 5 favourite films ever. Alien 3 I warmed to over the years, but it's a very bleak and depressing film. Alien Resurrection I have a lot of fun with, but it's not really a great film. Moving on, we have another one of the best Blu-ray box sets, and it is the Back to the Future trilogy. Again, Back to the Future 1 is my top 5 favourite films of all time, and this is a really nice release. I don't know if they've changed this since it's been out on the initial print. I mean, look how shiny and awesome that front cover is. Really cool. And it's got a really nice digipack inside. Again, not sure if this still comes like this, if it was just the first print run or whatever, but I love how this opens up. I'll just take the insert out, which has kind of the special features listed and stuff. But when you open it up, again the discs are back in Norway. You get Marty from all three films there. But the back artwork is what really just ties it all together. See there, you got Dark, Marty, Lorraine. It goes all around to the third film, and then the DeLorean right at the end. That's just amazing artwork, isn't it? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Put the booklet back in. When I was a kid, Back to the Future 3 was my favourite. And then when I was a teenager, Back to the Future Part 2 was my favourite because of the fact that it went back to the events of the first film. I loved all that stuff. But as an adult, you've got to say the first one is the best, and it really is. Moving on, this is kind of an incomplete set now, but it is the Fast and Furious complete collection. Has kind of like a cardboard slip, and then you got a thick Amaray case which has all the discs inside. Just pop it open. You got the Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, and then you have Fast 5 there as well. This is my fiance's Blu-ray. I got it for her for her birthday, I think, a few years ago, and she loves these films, and I really like them too. I wouldn't even call them guilty pleasures because I do think they're really good films for their genre, which is just absolute, you know, eye candy, you know, unadulterated, unapologetic action, you know, thrilling, you know, races, and just it's really fun. The first film I love. I saw in the cinema when it came out in 2001. The second film is what it is. The third one I really enjoy. The fourth one's the weakest of the series, and the fifth one I really liked. And then yeah, the sixth and the seventh are a completely different story, but you know, it's a nice little set, and it's got some nice special features. Special features for the Back to the Future trilogy is really good too. They did all new bonus features in 2010 when that set was first released. Retrospective documentaries and stuff, and all the key players are involved, except for Thomas F. Wilson, who seems to just continue to not really be involved in any of the celebrations of the anniversaries of those films. Next up, we have a set that I think is now out of print in the UK, and I really wish the ratings logos weren't on the front of this because it looks so classy, and would look even classier without them. Is the Lord of the Rings Motion Picture Trilogy Extended Edition. Gorgeous box set, and look at the gold shine and everything. Probably some marks in it now, but you know, nice embossed title on the front. You got the One Ring, the films on the spine, and then just gorgeous artwork on the back. Again, I wish these logos weren't there, but there you go. And it's magnetized and opens up like this, and you have the map of Middle Earth and inside, which is great. And then you got some of the characters, and then all three films come in big jumbo cases. So let's just take a quick look at those. So we got the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and then Return of the King. And inside you have 5 discs for every film, including the booklets, you know, featuring all the appendices and everything. So you get two Blu-rays per film, and then you get 3 DVDs of bonus features. And that's how they came in the DVD extended edition sets, which would be, you know, 2 discs for the film, 2 discs for all the, you know, like 10 hours of bonus features, and then the 5th disc, the 5th DVD in each of the films in this box set were the Costa Boats documentaries, which is where all the documentaries on the other discs, you know, footage was taken from that. Costa Boats was a guy who was on set for like the whole making of the Lord of the Rings, and his, you know, his vision of the documentaries were released in the limited edition DVDs later, and they've been put into this box set, which makes it the absolute complete experience. You know, all the commentaries, all the bonus features, all the documentaries, everything. So this is really the one to have if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I think. And now I need to kind of start making some space to put them up here. Next we have a really cool collection because it's one that is signed by the man himself. It is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. And it says on the front there, to Luke, Robert Englund, Freddie K. And this has a just like a slip box, and you pull out the Amaray inside, which has 5 discs, I believe. All 7 films are housed in 5 discs. I won't bother opening it up. The first film has tons of special features, commentaries and stuff, which is A Nightmare on Elm Street. On disc 2, the second Blu-ray has A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. The first Nightmare on Elm Street, I really like that film a lot. And then the second one, Freddy's Revenge, you know, it's watchable, but not one of my favourites for sure. And then also on disc 2 we have A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, which I love. Welcome to prime time, bitch. I quite like the story, I like the cast, it was a lot more interesting to me. On the third Blu-ray disc we have Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. This bleeds over with number 5, The Dream Child, as well for me. Also on disc 3. But I like the one where it keeps going back, like the timeline thing. I like that a little bit, you know, the time travel little thing. But yeah, I can't really differentiate from those 2, 4 and 5. It's been about 4 years since I've seen them all. On disc 4 we have Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The Final Nightmare, again, great graphics. It's okay, it's enjoyable for what I enjoy all of them, but for me the highlights are the first one, the third one, and the last one, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is a complete meta film, and I love that. And there's a commentary from Wes Craven on that one and some featurettes. And then there's a final fifth disc, which is a DVD, which has 3 hours of special features, including Fear Himself, The Life and Crimes of Freddy Krueger, and 2 episodes from the Freddy's Nightmare TV series. So yeah, really cool set, and I got to have it signed by the man himself quite a few years ago now. And then next we have the Robocop trilogy. I really like the slipcover. It's got a nice spot gloss on it, same on the back. There's some nice spot gloss on Robocop himself, and then the rest is matte. I'm not sure if this is 3 discs or not, or whether it's 2 discs. Let's take the Amray case out and have a look, shall we? No, it's 3 discs, and then I like this inside artwork that says Robocop trilogy as well. So we've got Robocop, which is an awesome film, just a classic 80s film, and then we've got Robocop 2 and 3. I do enjoy 2 a lot, and 3, I haven't seen that since the VHS days, to be honest. I can't really judge, but I remember even not liking it that much as a kid. I just like the jetpack stuff, but otherwise, yeah, cool set. I know they've remastered Robocop now. I'm not too sure what that's like or whether it's worth it, but there you go. Now, I'm going to kind of cut this video and stop it at this point, but I'll add in me showing you the Alfred Hitchcock Masterpiece Collection. So let's head on over into the future and 1,000 miles across the ocean to Norway. Okay, so here we are in Norway in the future, and I'm here to show you the Alfred Hitchcock Masterpiece Collection. Oh yes, the Holy Grail. You got this amazing front cover of the man himself, the outline, his profile, and again, very distinguishable profile, and you can see all the films inside there. Really cool. Obviously these are all the ones owned by Universal, so some of the Warner titles couldn't get in there. And there is a version of this which is a huge book. And then there's another version where it's all film reels, which is amazing, and I would love to have that edition, but you know, this one is pretty damn cool just on its own, really. And I got this for a steal last year, and there's the back cover. So you open it up like this, you pull it out, and it's this huge digibook in a way. So it's a bit dented there on top, unfortunately, but otherwise it's fantastic. So you got Alfred Hitchcock and Masterpiece Collection on the back there. Something about him scaring the audience. Always make the audience suffer as much as possible. There you go. So that's probably the image that was used for that right there. So that's pretty cool. And then, as you can see, there's all these pages on the inside. And I'll try and do this without opening the book too much and bending the spine. But we have all the films. So we have Saboteur, and then listings of all the special features. So we got Saboteur, closer look, storyboards, the Statue of Liberty sequence, Alfred Hitchcock sketches, production photographs, and theatrical trailer. And the discs are kind of in these sleeves, which you can kind of pull out like so. There you go. Now I know a lot of people don't like this kind of packaging. I don't either, but the thing with Blu-rays is they're pretty much scratch proof. They're very tough and resistant, and so I don't mind too much. Let's just put it that way. So we have Saboteur, and then we have Shadow of a Doubt. And special features we have, I can do it like that, you can see the poster while I'm reading the special features. Beyond Doubt, the making of Hitchcock's favourite film, production drawings by art director Robert Boyle, production photographs, and theatrical trailer. I won't show the discs for all of them. I haven't seen hardly any of these, by the way. I might do a big kind of video about that. But classic 1948 Rope, starring James Stewart. This is a fantastic film. The extras we have Rope Unleashed, production photographs, and theatrical trailer. An amazing film that is designed to look like it's one shot, basically, and it basically plays like a stage play. You have all these characters in one apartment, and that's the whole film basically, except for like a setup shot at the beginning and the end. And it's a fantastic kind of murder mystery. Not even a mystery. It's just a murder thriller. It's fantastic, absolutely amazing film. Love it. Can't wait to watch it on Blu-ray for the first time. This film I've seen when I was a kid, but I need to rewatch it as an adult. And this is one of the big ones. 1954. We have Rear Window. Is that James Stewart as well, isn't it? Yeah. Also Grace Kelly. Bonus features we have Rear Window Ethics, an original documentary, a conversation with screenwriter John Michael Hayes. Pure Cinema, Through the Eyes of the Master. Breaking Barriers, The Sound of Hitchcock. Hitchcock Truffaut interview excerpts. Masters of Cinema. Feature commentary with John Foote Faywell, author of Hitchcock's Rear Window, the well-made film. Production photographs, theatrical trailer, and re-release trailer narrated by James Stewart himself. Very, very cool. Obviously, there's a lot more bonus features on this one because it's one of the bigger Hitchcock films. 1955, we have The Trouble with Harry, featuring The Trouble with Harry Isn't Over, production photographs, and theatrical trailer. Then we have 1956, The Man Who Knew Too Much, also starring James Stewart. I'm sure Hitchcock did this film in the 30s as well. I'm not sure if this is a remake, I'm not too sure. I'm sure he did one with, well, anyway, before I start messing things up and getting the facts wrong. Bonus features, we have The Making of the Man Who Knew Too Much, production photographs, and theatrical trailer as well. They sure love those production photographs and theatrical trailers. Another big one, 1958, Vertigo. James Stewart again. Obsessed with Vertigo, special feature, New Life for Hitchcock's masterpiece. Partners in Crime, Hitchcock's collaborations, Hitchcock Truffaut interview excerpts again. Foreign censorship ending, the Vertigo archives, feature commentary with director William Friedkin. 100 Years of Universal, the Lou Waserman era. Theatrical trailer and restoration theatrical trailer. And we're about halfway through the set. 1960s classic Psycho. I did watch this for the first time very recently. Loads of special features on this. The Making of Psycho. Psycho Sound, In the Master's Shadow, Hitchcock's Legacy, Hitchcock Truffaut interview excerpts yet again. Newsreel footage, the release of Psycho, the shower scene with and without music. That'll be interesting to see. The shower scene, storyboards by Saul Bass. The Psycho Archives, feature commentary with Stephen Rebello, author of Alfred Hitchcock and the Making of Psycho. Lobby cards, behind the scenes photographs, publicity shots, theatrical trailer, and re-release trailer. This is an amazing film, worth the hype. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check it out. Hell of an ending, hell of a beginning, hell of a middle. I mean, it's just fantastic, tense, thrilling awesomeness. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a film that is a lot more than just the shower scene, I'll say that. And we have, you know, who is it? Who is the lead in this film? Anthony Perkins, Vera Miles, John Gavin, Janet Leigh. Yeah, okay. But it's interesting. Again, I won't spoil it for anyone, but yeah, I won't even get into it. But I loved how it played out. 1963, The Birds. You even got Hitchcock on the poster there himself. I'm sure that it was the poster where he's like, and remember the next scream you hear may be your own. I know there's posters where he would like say stuff to the audience or something. Again, I'm not much of a Hitchcock expert, but I remember reading something. I don't know. Again, I don't want to get the facts wrong. Tons of special features on this one as well. We have a deleted scene, we have the original ending, The Birds, Hitchcock's monster movie, all about the birds, the storyboard sequence, Tippi Hedren's screen test, Hitchcock Truffaut interview excerpts, Universal International newsreels, The Birds is coming, suspense story, national press covers Hitchcock. Production photographs, 100 Years of Universal, restoring the classics, 100 Years of Universal, The Lot, and theatrical trailer. Nearing the end of this now, just a few more films. We have 1964's Marnie, which I have watched actually. My mum watched. I watched this with my mum because she really likes it. Featuring The Trouble with Marnie, the Marnie archives, and theatrical trailer. I'm sure that's a making of or something. So we've got Sean Connery and Tippi Hedren there. I really enjoyed this film a lot. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but I really enjoyed just the kind of dynamic between the two characters. Very good film in my opinion. Then we have 1966, Paul Newman and Julie Andrews in Torn Curtain. That's a great cast. and we have Torn Curtain Rising, scenes scored by Bernard Herrmann, production photographs and theatrical trailer. 1969's Topaz, who's in this one? No one that I know. Bonus features, we have alternate ending, Topaz, an appreciation by film historian and critic Leonard Maltin, storyboards, The Mendozas, production photographs, theatrical trailer. 2 more to go, or 1 more, there might be a bonus disc at the end. Yeah, bonus disc. 1972, Frenzy, featuring the story of Frenzy, production photographs and theatrical trailer. And then that is, there's Family Plot. Okay, does this move? Okay, yeah, I see it, right. So Family Plot, right here. And it has plotting, family plot, storyboards, the chase scene, production photographs and theatrical trailer. And then when you flip the page over, we have a lovely little kind of the end artwork, which is fantastic. I thought that the last disc was just a miscellaneous bonus features disc, just because I saw it said bonus features there, but this is on every page. So there we go, an unbelievable collection. I don't know how many films is in there, 16 or something. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. An amazing box set, over 15 hours of bonus features. I've already just listed all of them, and yeah, as you can see, if there was like a running time for all of the films, but no, it just has all the individual running times on the back, which is really actually quite handy. You don't usually see that on big box sets, and it even says how long all the bonus features run for, which is really cool. So yeah, I mean, you got like 2 hours and 43 minutes of bonus features on Rear Window. Rope only has 35 minutes of bonus features. I'm sure Psycho has the most. Let's have a look. Where's Psycho? Bonus running time, yeah, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Almost 4 hours of features on Psycho. But there we go. That's the Alfred Hitchcock Masterpiece Collection, and this is the end of part 1 of cycle 2 of my complete Blu-ray collection overview box sets. Do I have to? Okay, there's one more box set that I'm gonna have to show you. I don't like to admit this, but this is my favorite film series of all time. The Twilight Saga. We have the complete collection of the Twilight films. We have Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Breaking Dawn Part 2. Just gorgeous artwork for this, I guess. There's a spine, should you wish to peruse it. And here we have 3 of the finest actors of this generation, Taylor Lautner, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. To be fair to Kristen Stewart, she was really good in Still Alice, which Julianne Moore won the Oscar for this year, but I thought Kristen Stewart was actually better than her in the film, believe it or not. Right, so it says Digipack inside. Here we go, same as the front. Kind of similar to the back. Who's that on the bottom there? Just a random character. I don't even remember who that guy is. My nose is really itchy. It's probably like, he's touching Twilight, make his nose itch. Yeah, the numbskulls in my head are probably very annoyed that I'm showing this right now, but here we go. Got some cool artwork of the characters there, and then it opens up even more to show all of the films. There we go. Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn Part 1, Breaking Dawn Part 2. There we go. No inside artwork or anything like that. And I will actually say I'm kind of disappointed with this box set because there's more artwork I didn't show you, which I bet you're just dying to see. So there's the one of the posters from the first film there, and there's another poster there. At least they put, I think that's posters for all 4 films, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. The special features, I don't know. There's featurettes and I think commentaries in every film. And honestly, I still really like the first film. I really like Twilight. I saw it in the cinemas before it was a thing, before it was a stigma for anyone to like it. I thought it was a pretty damn good film. I enjoyed it for what it was. I love the scenery of the film, the setting, you know. A little bit gooey at times for me personally, but I really liked it. I've even read the books. Yes, my man card is on the floor. Feel free to pick it up. I mean, I don't care. You know, I enjoyed the books. I really enjoyed the first film. You know, I can sit and watch all of these, but I have to say they do get progressively worse. And I think that's to do with the whole thing around Twilight. It became such a thing. It became such a teen thing that I think the actors started feeling uncomfortable with the fact that they were in the films, and that shows, particularly in their public appearances. And then when you get to the last couple of films, I mean, it wasn't really great. There's a couple of good things in them, but a lot of, oh my god, you know. And ultimately, it's a flawed series, but for sure that gets progressively worse. But I still quite like the first film, so there you go. And this isn't mine, I bought it for my fiance, but it is part of our collection, and I don't see any reason to get rid of it because, again, I do enjoy them. Mainly the first one, though, I will say. And also, you know, these films came out around the time that me and my fiance first met and first started speaking to each other, so there's some nostalgic value to when I first started getting to know her. So that's another kind of thing that kind of I like about the films. But yeah, I'd say that the first, maybe second one, you know, I like. When it gets to the third, fourth, and fifth, I kind of tend to not really enjoy them that much. But there you go, the Twilight series, the Twilight Saga. And we're going to go from Twilight, possibly one of the most hated film franchises of all time, over to one of the most loved franchises of all time, one of the most loved trilogies of all time, and then one of the most hated trilogies of all time as well. Because next time, in the next video, which will be part 2 of Cycle 2 of my complete Blu-ray overview collection series, it will be box sets, rounded off, finished up, and the first one will be Star Wars, the complete saga. The prequel trilogy that everyone hates, the original trilogy that everyone loves. So, here are my thoughts on that and that box set next time in the next video. Thanks for watching.